how it started,
I never attack anyone in this world.
and how it ended.
If you want a fight with a real military, come to Turkey.
When has Israel ever threatened Turkey? You're asking us to fight you. We haven't threatened you. But if you ask for that fight, you will lose, like all of our other enemies lost.
We lose.
Of course.
We lose.
The last war you won was 100 years ago. Antifa. TikTok King Angel.
Yes.
Well, I've arrived, bro. I have arrived.
Why?
You're Antifa.
I'm from the Antifa, yes.
Can I let you into a secret, bro? I've done a lot of
Yes.
street activism in my life. I'm an Orthodox Jew. I was born in Europe. I've never been attacked by Nazis. I have been attacked by Antifa. How messed up is that?
You are only attacked by Antifa, but you are never attacked by Nazis. Is that really true?
That's on you can watch my YouTube. There's many videos of it happening. Yeah.
But why? Why Antifa attack you?
Well, I think the real reason is the Nazis in the UK are tiny, and Antifa don't like Jews. Unless they're token Jews that agree with their politics.
You are Israeli, right? And you live in UK?
No, I was born in I live in Israel. I was born in the UK. I am Israeli, but I was born in the UK. I'm a British citizen.
Look, and I live in Germany, but I am Turkish. I'm not German.
And a Muslim?
I am Muslim, yes.
Alhamdulillah.
I am Muslim, that's true. But tell me why Antifas attack you?
Because they don't like Zionists, but 90% of the world's Jews are Zionist. So they basically don't like Jews.
Can you tell me why in this moment, for a long time, 2 or 3 years, Israel stay alone? You have lost or you lose many friendships in this world. Why?
Well, it was the same reason with the Holocaust, bro. The only difference is when anti-Semites rise up, the world has two choices. They can stand with the anti-Semites or they can stand with the Jews. Now, in the 1930s and 40s, nobody stood with the Jews, and we couldn't defend ourselves. And so, millions of my people were slaughtered. Today, when those same anti-Semites rise up to slaughter Jew, I thank Allah. I fall on my knees and make dua to Allah that I have a military to protect my children. And the world does not like a Jew that fights back. The world, Antifa, likes a weak Jew that they can protect or not protect. But we live in an age where we don't need Antifa. We don't need England. We don't need America. We thank Allah that we only need ourselves. We have a military.
I tell you this. Turkey have a military too. We have...
Do you want to know the difference?
Yeah, wait, I say you this. We have a military too. And I say for God, thank you. And my military is... It's okay. That's okay. Turkey is... it's okay. If anyone, not only America or Russian or anyone, if anyone will fight, he can come. We never say one day in this world, wait a second, me. I never say in this world, I don't like Jewish people. I tell you this. If anyone from Antifas attack you about you are only for you are Jews, you come from Israel. I never attack anyone in this world. If no one attack me, I'm not attacked back. So you have respect, I give you respect. You have no respect for me, I give you no respect too. The political situation, yeah, Israel is not everything is all right. Not all is all right. You have in your country, not everyone like Benjamin Netanyahu? Not everyone. Do you like what Benjamin Netanyahu is doing everything?
I don't like what any person is doing. Everything, even my wife, I have disagreements with, and I love her. So no, not everything. I tell you what I do like that Netanyahu does. He makes peace with our Arab neighbors. He prioritizes peace above everything. He's made more peace treaties with any prime minister before him. That's a good thing, no?
You like your president, and I like my president.
You're Antifa and you like Erdogan.
No, I say, if I live here in Germany, I live in Germany.
Ah, okay.
We have in this city. I live in Bremen. I live in
I know,
Bremen.
but
40 years. I born and live in Germany, but I see in my 40 years in this world in Germany, when I go every summertime, I go to Turkey, to my country. If I doing 3 years, I go to military. Yeah, I'm from Antifa, but I go military. Yes, 3 years in Turkey. I fight. I fight to PKK. I fight three
you
years.
fought. You're Antifa and you fought the PKK.
Yes, I fight for the Turkish
Guys,
military. Yes.
just so you know, Antifa
Wait,
traditionally love the Kurds, particularly the PKK. That's who they go and side with.
no,
And
but not. Wait a second. Not every Kurd is in PKK. Is PKK.
I know, but when Antifa go and fight, and lots of white Europeans
Normally,
join the PKK,
normally,
yeah.
yeah, normally is Antifa fight for PKK. Yes, but not me.
So can I
But
just do a little rewind? I'm very interested in you because you are an anomaly. So like in
you are
Antifa
not
circles,
normally. You are not normally.
no, not
Okay.
normal, an anomaly, an edge case. So usually with Antifa, they're anti-imperialist. They are pro. If you're going to put them with anyone other than anarchists, they're more likely to be socialist or communist, like the PKK.
Yeah. Wait a second. I'm not a communist. I'm a socialist. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I said. Socialist or communist or anarchist. Any of the black bloc.
I'm a socialist. No communism. I'm a socialist. Yes.
And they would be against. They would be against the Khilafah, the Caliphate. They would be against organized religion. Usually, socialists would be against religion, against Islam.
I go with Mustafa Kemal Atatürk. I'm
Oh,
Atatürk.
they're against genocide of the Armenians. Usually.
We can speak over there. But you look, if you said genocide to Armenian people before the fight is starting, yeah, Armenian and Greece people attacking Turkish people in East Anatolia.
I wouldn't argue with that. But there
But
was. But would you
but
agree that Ataturk did carry out a genocide of the Armenians? You can say in
but
response,
but
but
in
was there a
the
genocide?
but in the 40s, do you said in the 40s, but in the 40s, many Jewish people, many Jewish people, yeah, have lived, run from the Nazis in the 40s, come to Turkey. Turkey opened the door for you. Many Jews live in Turkey, yeah, about from the 40s. We opened the door, and many Jewish people come to Turkey, and we opened the door, yeah, and we protect every time Jewish people.
But you said you saved
But
its Jews, so
I
that's good.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
saved Jewish people. Yeah,
yeah.
we saved the Turkish military in the 40s. No Nazis or no Soviet Union, no one attacked Turkey. No. Yeah, we have a strong military. That's true. I say thanks for God I have this too. You said I have a strong military too. I think you can protect me. And I have this too, can protect me. But if you will protect you, you fight for your self-defense, I tell you this, Hamas have no rules. It's it's not an army. It's a terrorist. PKK have no rules to wait. PKK have no rules too. It's a terrorist. He can fight what he can everything he can do. But me and you, we have a democratic Republic of Turkey and Israel. We have a democratic army. If you fight back, yeah, when Hamas is killing many children in 70 October, we all see this. If you do this, if you do this, you are a democratic army. So many children die from PKK, but no, all courts is by PKK. If I do, yeah, if I don't, I go to the army. If I go and I fight 3 years, but I don't kill every Kurdish people. This is not right. If you go to Gaza and kill everyone, this is not the democratic army. If you go, yeah, and fight back, and you do this too, go and kill children, every children, this is not a democratic army. Yeah, you are. This is not. You fight not for self-defense. This is. If I kill a baby, if I destroy a hospital, and if I destroy everything, yeah, this is not self-defense. You attack and attack and attack, and you don't stop. You are a democratic army. We are a democratic army. PKK or Hamas is not a democratic army. It's not military. We have rules. We're fighting with rules. Yeah. If come a little kid come to you and say, Abi, can you give me? I am hungry. I know maybe my brother, maybe my sister or my father fighting for Hamas, but not me. Why you will kill me? If I coming a Kurdish children to me, I see many children in my military life and say maybe my brother is for PKK, but not me. Why you will kill me? I will not kill you. You are hungry. I give you. We can go. We go. You are safe. Come with me. All is good. I if you cannot tell me, please don't tell me you're fighting in Gaza for self-defense. The defense is over. It's over. You cannot kill every children.
Okay.
This
So I'll,
you have
I'll
rules.
respond. I'll respond, Habibi.
Yeah, I listen to
Yes.
you.
Okay. So we don't just say we will feed you. We have facilitated the movement of 2 billion with a B, kilograms of aid to the Gazan people. We've vaccinated 1 million of them, over 500,000 of them children, against polio at the height of the conflict. We put our soldiers at great risk to move hundreds of thousands of civilians at a time out of harm's way because Hamas were hiding under them, and Sisi, the Arab Muslim, had locked the border of Egypt and not allowed one woman, one child to flee the conflict. So the women and children were condemned to live in one of the most densely populated places on earth and be subject to one of the most brutal conflicts this region has known. So Israel moved mountains to move them out of harm's way. They made millions of phone calls, sent millions of texts, dropped maps from the sky, flyers in their millions, so that the people would know where to go Al Mawasi, to go to Gaza City. And there is no other military that I'm aware of in the history of conflict that has done more to safeguard a civilian population at a time of war, which is why the death toll is incredibly low. The death toll, according to them, and it's only getting revised down, not up, is 72,000. Now, when you subtract the Hamas fighters, the Islamic Jihad, etc., from those numbers, you get 25 to 35,000 of them disappear, which leaves 30 to 35,000 civilians that are left in that. Now, of that, at least 5,000 died of natural causes. And so now you're left with a militant to civilian ratio in one of the most brutal military onslaughts of recorded history. You have a militant to civilian ratio of 1-to-1. To bring that to life, 70% of the buildings have been destroyed. Now, we're both sitting in a building. If a bomb dropped on our building, we'd cease to exist. So if 70% of the buildings have been damaged or destroyed, there should be 70% of the population dead. 1.4 million dead Gazans. Instead, we have around 30,000 civilians, which is a big number. But in Al-Fashir, in 10 days, they killed 60,000 and the world didn't even notice. So the Muslims, the Palestinians, the Gazans should fall on their knees and make dua and give thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that Bani Israel are their enemy, because there is not another people on this planet that shows as much compassion as us.
Tell me if you will fight back to Hamas. That's okay. From 70 October, when 70 October is over, maybe 1 week later, we see Israel is fighting back. And I tell you this, I see this on news, or in German news, or in Turkish news. I see this on news, and I say, okay, and this is for Israel in his history, the first time it's fighting back, go out from the country to other country. If you will fighting to terrorism, I say, okay, we watching you. Every world watching you, we watching you, and we said, if Israel, that's the first time is going out from country and fighting to terrorism, say, okay, we watching you, and we hope Israel, yeah, fighting with rules and with and his don't destroy hospitals, don't destroy schools. If you can, if you can, please, we will see. You can kill Hamas, that's okay. Soldier, he killed you, you kill him, that's fighting. Okay. But if you kill, yeah, we said, please, in the fight, be careful for little children and for mothers and for babies. If you go and killing babies in hospitals, and we see IDF soldiers give a video on TikTok and say, I do this and I kill this children and I do this. Maybe it's not true, he lie. Maybe it's true, he doing a crime. This you have rules. You are a democratic army. You are not Hamas.
So,
And I see you fighting not with rules. This is not self-defense. It's not fighting for defense. It's only fight for revenge. This is not a democratic army. If you go in the hospital, if you killing mothers and babies, because yeah, Hamas, you remember 70 October, he killing many mothers and children. Yeah, Hamas have not rules. Hamas is a terrorist, have no rules. But you are not a terrorist. You are a democratic army. You have rules. We lost many children in Istanbul, in Ankara, every city. PKK killing many children. We lost in 40 years fight, yeah, 44,000 people. Not only soldiers, not only is a PKK a dead terrorist. No, no. We lost many children, mothers, fathers, many. But we said every day, yeah, PKK fighting with no rules, but we fight with rules. We don't kill, yeah. If a little kid come to me and say, "Yeah, my brother is for PKK, but not me. Can you save me?" We see many children, Palestinian children, coming to the Israel soldiers and said, "I'm not from Hamas. Yeah, my brother is maybe from Hamas, but not me." But the Israel soldiers killed this kid. Why?
Okay. So I'll ask one quick question and then I'll respond to everything you've said. How many soldiers, Turkish soldiers, are you aware of that have been investigated for going against the Turkish rules of engagement and harming Kurds?
We have many Kurds in the army. My best
No,
friend.
that's not what I said. I said how
What
many
do you mean?
Turkish soldiers
Yeah,
are being investigated by Turkey for abusing Kurds.
my military time is 2006 to 2009.
Okay,
In this time, in this time, in this time, before PKK, before the war with PKK is over, yeah, I do my military time in the last time from the war. Yeah. What do you mean is in the 19 and the first for the 2000 times, many Turkish soldiers, many, yeah, many. From this war, we lost 12,000 soldiers.
that's not what I'm saying. You're
Wait,
not
wait, I
understanding what I'm
coming you.
saying.
Yeah,
Okay,
I know. Wait,
okay.
wait a second. We lost 12,000 soldiers. PKK, maybe 15 or 16,000 soldiers. But if you go the east side from Turkey, yeah, to the east side, go to Turkey, you can go in every city, yeah. You will never see we kill every Kurdish people.
That's you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. What I'm saying, I'll say what I'm going to say, and then you can say if you're aware of Turkey doing what I'm about to say. So Israel has a very strict rules of engagement, code of conduct. If you're a sniper, before you take a shot, you have to call it in and get permission to take the shot. If you're a drone pilot, everything has to be approved. There's a very strict code of conduct. And it's a war, and we're a conscript army, which means everybody in the country has to fight or has to do their service, with a few exceptions. This means that you will get some blue-haired, he, she, him, hers, these, peace activist on the far, far furthest left you could imagine, fighting
Yeah,
in the same army as someone who's on the furthest right extreme, expel all the Arabs, and these two people are fighting in the same army. So obviously, there are going to be individuals that when faced with war against one of our most violent and bloodthirsty enemies, they're going to take vengeance and they're going to violate the code of conduct, the rules of engagement,
yeah,
and they're going
yeah.
to do wrong. And I'll give you an example, which is very obvious at the moment. Last week in Lebanon, a Israeli soldier smashed a crucifix of Jesus. That goes against the rules of engagement. That
Is
soldier
that
is
good?
now.
Wait a second. Is that good? Is that
No,
good?
it's,
He
it's, it's,
smashed
it's,
the Jews.
of
Is
course
that
not.
good?
Of course not. Of course not. So not only is it bad, he's now being investigated by the IDF, and he will face serious consequences. The IDF replaced the crucifix, reinstalled a new statue of Jesus in the village, and the soldier is being investigated and is likely to face severe punishment for that. We have 1,000, over 1,000 soldiers currently under investigation for alleged, and alleged is the operative word, alleged abuse, violations of the code of conduct. And as a consequence, some of those, hopefully very few, but some of those will face jail time because we are a democratic army. Now, my question I was asking you, and then we'll get on to hospitals, are you aware of Turkey doing the same, investigating and jailing Turkish soldiers for violations against the Kurdish people?
Many, many,
Okay, so we both have a democratic army
many,
with a and you're
many,
right, Hamas doesn't. So our
many.
soldiers, if let me just finish. I want to get onto the hospitals. So I'll just finish with
Yeah,
this. If Hamas or any terrorist Palestinian kills Jews, they get rewarded. They get streets named after them. They get stadiums named after them. Their families get monetary compensation. If an Israeli violates our code of conduct and harms civilian, if they're caught, they go to jail. They're not glorified. Now, to come on to the hospitals. A hospital is a sacred space. It's not a safe space. It's a sacred space. It's a
yeah,
place where life is preserved. It's a place where lives are saved and lives are
yeah,
created. So I've just lost the
yeah.
light. And life is created. Now, with a hospital, it can lose that sacred status. And it loses that sacred status when it's turned into a military position. And it's an evil thing to do for anybody to transform a hospital into a military position. But this is exactly what Hamas have done. We have lost soldiers in gun battles in Al
How
Shifa.
many how many soldiers lost Israel in this 2 year fight?
So we'll get there in a minute. But I want to. Mohammed Sinwar, who is the leader of Hamas, he was Yahya Sinwar's brother. Sinwar was neutralized. His brother took command. He was killed under the European hospital, where he had a command center. Same with Nasrallah. He wasn't under a hospital. He was under apartment blocks. They'd built the Hezbollah bunker under a civilian neighborhood. Now, we cannot withhold fire when we're being fired upon, or when those that are murdering our people are hiding behind their people. We can't withhold fire. Otherwise, all that would happen is any terrorist, any military would just put their bases into hospitals and nobody would ever be able to return fire. Which is why, according to international law, the Geneva Convention, a hospital is a protected space until it loses that status by being turned into a military position. And so if you're angry that hospitals have been destroyed, and you should be furious. But that rage should be directed at Hamas for hijacking a sacred space and turning it into a military base.
I remember in the beginning from the conversation, you tell me Antifa is attacking you, right?
Me personally, yes. Not Israel, me, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean this. You attack you, right?
Yeah.
Because Nazis don't attack you.
They would, but they're small in number, and there's far more Antifa. There are many, many more of you than them. To go to the quote, the song.
But the problem is Antifa is much more because much more people have the anti-racism heart in here in the chest, and if you fight, yeah, if you fight I fight to Nazis back. You know, look, you said, and this is why I ask you. Antifa is attacking. You said Antifa attacked me because I am Jews.
Yes.
I am from Antifa too, and I'm not attack you. You see, I talking with you normally.
Yes.
I talking with you normally. If I can, when I no, when I want, and you too. If you want, you can attack me too. Yeah, you can talking and can attack me. If I want, I attack you too. But I talking with you normally.
I'd agree. Yeah.
Normally, I don't screaming. I'm not angry. Nothing. I'm telling you, we are human. So sometimes we coming from work at home and I will eating, I will relaxing, I will sleeping, I go tomorrow again to work, and the life of the rules of life. You said you love your wife, right?
I do, yes. I don't know if I
You
said that, but
what?
I definitely do, yes.
Yeah, yeah. And I tell you, this is the best way if you can go, because a real man, if you love your wife, everything is all right. You can believe me. If your wife stand with you, you are a real man. This is the best feeling can a man have it. But how much children you have?
I've been asked by my wife not to say how many, just because I'm a public target. I have death threats on a daily basis, but more than one.
Yeah.
More than one child, yes.
Okay. You love your child, right?
Of course, yes.
I have not a child, but I'm not married, but I love every child on the world. This is Antifa.
So,
But the political situation, maybe you see we have two Antifa groups. First group say free Palestine, the other group say we stand with Israel.
so that
So
might be
we
in
have two
Germany.
groups.
Everywhere
Yeah, here
else
in
in the
Germany.
world,
Yeah,
everywhere
here
else
in
in the
Germany.
world, Antifa is universally, including in Israel, against Israel. They stand with the Palestinians.
Yeah, wait, we have Antifa in Israel too. Give not Antifa in Israel. It's not. Is
That's what I just said. I said Antifa in Israel is with the Palestinians. Antifa in the UK is with the Palestinians. Antifa in America is with the Palestinians. Because of Germany's history, Antifa, the left in Germany, is actually divided because the Germans know what an actual Nazi is.
but
Whereas,
but but when you talking from the 40s and from the 30s, from the criminal about Germany would do, yeah, to do Israel or to Jews people. But wait a second, you know, I hope you know, I hope you know, many Jews people in the World War II, many Jews people, yeah, give it. And we see this in Poland and Krakow. We see this in other cities. Many Jews people give it help. Yeah, Hitler. Many.
no, many Jews did not help Hitler.
Yeah. How much? Oh, wait a second. What I mean. Wait a second before you judge me. But what I mean. In Krakow, we know who is the capo military I know from the Jewish people in Krakow help the Nazis.
So the capos, as
Yeah.
disgusting as their behavior was, I'm in no so down. I'm in no position to judge because a capo was a Jew who was persecuted by the Nazis, and they
Yeah.
chosen to save their own lives, or to try and save their own lives, to collaborate while still being oppressed against the Nazis.
I mean only this, but I mean only this. Collaborate people give in every nation. So the Nazis tell, if you help me, I give you better food, I give you better this, for only for 1 week, and he is going to Auschwitz too. Yeah, for 1 week. He live only for 1 week, much more. This, uh, but this Jewish people, for you, it's a collaborate, right? Yeah, he think,
It is, but I'm not going. I've not stood in anyone's shoes, so I'm not going to judge. I've never lived under the oppression. Oh no, are you back? I've never lived under the oppression of the Nazis. Thank God. And so I cannot. I've not stood in those shoes. So it's easy for me to judge. It's easy for me to say I will never turn on my people. I will never not side because they're not siding. I will never give information or assist in any capacity the most evil of oppressors because I've not walked that path. But yes, cabos were collaborators and they
that
abandoned their
this
people.
this this is you. this is you.
I'm a
But for
capo.
the capos, but wait, no,
Okay,
no.
okay, yeah. Sorry, I
Uh,
understand. Yeah. I
you
misunderstood.
are you are say different. Yeah, this is you. But for the capos, yeah, when a Nazi coming to me, if I am a Jew in the 40s, I live in Poland in Krakow, and Nazis coming to me and say, if you help me, I give you better food, I give you better life. If I stay alone, I can, and if I have a family, if I have my family, yeah, you said you love your wife, right?
Yes.
If you live, if you live with your wife, maybe we go the time back. If you live in the 40s in Krakow, and Nazis coming to you and said, if you help us, you and your wife stay on life. If you don't help us, you go to Auschwitz. What do you do?
So I'm saying, sitting here and in
No,
the
tell me what do
serenity.
you
No, so
do?
I'm answering.
If
I
you
would
if you
say, I
save
would
the life
say,
from your wife
I
or
would
not?
say, I would say, I die al kiddush Hashem. I'll die and sacrifice my life so that I don't abandon my people and I don't collaborate with evil. However, it's easy for me to say that because I'm not faced with that real world decision. And who knows how any of us would respond in
Yeah,
that
yeah.
situation?
And this is a problem. This is a problem. But many couples going back when the war's over, going back to Israel and don't judge. He doing criminal, but he live in Jerusalem or he live in Tel Aviv or any city. He going never to judge. Then
But
not all. I will tell you not all. And in my country is that too. Give it many Turkish soldiers. He doing criminality, but he is not judged. So he live today. Maybe he is on the beach or any place. Yeah, but many couples coming when the war's over, coming to Israel back and and for this man, for his criminal, yeah, no one judge him, no one. He live his life. Everything is all right. No one tell me anything. No one is happening. It's nothing. All is good. This is what I will tell you. Not everything, yeah, is on today. Today, not everything is right in Turkey, and not everything is right in Israel. We have many problems. Many.
I wouldn't argue with that. I can agree with that statement.
Yeah, but we have many problems. But the big problem for Israel is you stay alone. You lost many friendships with too many countries. I stay not alone. Turkey have friends in every culture. The military power from Turkey, and everyone knows this. The military power for Israel, everyone knows this, but you stay alone.
So
Not
would you?
only Turkey, not only Turkey, Spain, Poland, Italy, uh, UK, every country say, I terminated the friendship with Israel. Why?
Very simple answer. You. And I'm going to give now a politically incorrect take that you should never give to somebody on the far left, but I'm an honest man. The
Yeah,
reason European nations have turned on Israel is because they have sizable Muslim communities that have moved there in recent years and have a very loud voice in politics. They have tiny Jewish populations who have minimal impact. There are millions of Muslims, billions of Muslims around the world who oppose Israel. Some of them are an absolute necessity for Western economies. So the nations which have huge oil reserves. And so Muslim pressure turns the West on Israel. But it does not faze us. We have 3,500 years of being alone, of being isolated. 3,500 years. The difference is today we have one of the most powerful militaries in the world, one of the most moral militaries in the world, and that military will do everything to keep my family safe. I moved from the UK after October the 7th, so after the war began. Quite shortly after the war began, I moved my family from Britain to Israel because I felt safer living in a nation at war than as a Jewish minority in a European nation. The fate of Europe's Jews does not look good. Now, it's not a politically correct answer. Now, I make YouTube videos with Muslims. I'm relatively well versed in Quran. I can recite Quran to you. I can recite Hadith to you. This is what I do. I'm for coexistence with any Muslim that wants to make peace with me. But unfortunately, the most anti-Semitic nations on earth today are all Muslim. Overwhelmingly Muslim and overwhelmingly anti-Semitic. And this is the problem I fight. This is my battle. My battle is highlighting anti-Semitism in the Muslim world and amplifying voices from the Muslim world that want peace. So my YouTube, my Instagram, it's dedicated to either showing
If you go to Turkey, you come. Have you seen Turkey any day?
So I know that Israelis go to Turkey, so I imagine it's a safe country for Israelis to visit because I know there's been bombings there, I know there's been murders, but Turkey may be an exception. I don't want to argue because I don't know. I've not been there. If I go to any of the nations around me that surround me, dressed as an Orthodox Jew, I will be violently attacked. There are certain exceptions. Morocco, as an exception. I know Israelis go to Turkey. I don't know if many religious, visibly Jewish people visit Turkey. And I'd imagine there's a big difference between going to Istanbul and going to some remote country area where they don't get many tourists. So I'm sure if I go to Izmir or any of the big tourist places, it will be fine.
You see Istanbul, you see.
Yeah. Yes, I know Istanbul, yes. Yeah. I've never been there, but I know Istanbul, yes.
And if you want one day come to Turkey?
Inshallah. There's a place, Cappadocia, I'd love to visit. It's mentioned in the Mishnah. And you have the engravings in the mountains, the houses that look like something. I would love to visit Turkey. However, I'm not sure how safe I would be. I'm not high profile, but my average video on Instagram gets 1 million views, and most of my viewers are Muslims. So if an extremist, if there is in Turkey, I'm likely to get targeted. This is why I left the UK. There were too many people attacking me.
I understand. You think if you come to Turkey, you become problem if you are Jews.
Somebody could recognize me, yes. As a Jew or as a online personality, yes. But I'm sure there's areas of Turkey I can go and be fine, and I'm sure there's areas I'd go and I wouldn't be fine. If I went to the Kurdish areas, I'd be fine.
Yeah, and yeah, and this is why if you want to see Cappadocia, but you have the problem with you're scared of your wife and your children. If you come to Turkey,
not just any Muslim country with the exception of one or two. The Emirates today, I'd feel safe visiting UAE. I'd feel safe going to. I have been to Morocco. Most Muslim countries, I would not step foot in. I wouldn't go to Iran. Well, I mean, they'd arrest me as a spy. I wouldn't go to Afghanistan. Wouldn't go to Pakistan. Wouldn't go to most. Egypt would be disastrous unless like Sharm el Sheikh and one of the resorts which are heavily policed and protected for tourism. But no, there's videos, for instance, of Egyptian media personalities dressing up as Orthodox Jews, putting fake side curls on and walking around Cairo and getting attacked just because they look Jewish. I speak to Muslims on here every day from around the world, hundreds of conversations. The average response I get from a Muslim, from any of the Arab world, even the ones that are friends, Kus ummak ya ibn haram, yikrib betak ya kalb. Not very nice language, just because they see me as a Jew and from Israel. So, unfortunately, that's the reality we exist in.
But why? But I don't speak. But I
No,
don't
you've
speak.
been very respectful, which is why we've had a good conversation. You listen, and you don't just stop talking. You listen. So some people, they hear but they don't listen. You listen. You're listening to the words I'm saying. You're thinking about it, and you're responding in kind. So no, my channel is filled with hundreds of Muslims, just like you.
But I am the first who speak with you correctly.
There's lots of Muslims who spoke correctly. Lots of Muslims. Lakum dinakum waliya din. To you, your religion. To me, mine. To quote the Quran.
But I am correctly. But I am correctly. When we have a good conversation, I am correctly, and I say, yeah, I stay with Palestine. Yes.
And I believe I've been as civil and courteous and polite and listening, not arguing with what you're saying. And I stand with Israel. We can have a difference of view on the politics. I say the major difference is, for most of the world that's interested in this conflict, their motivation is either ideological or it's a trend. There is an exception to that. If you're an Arab that lives here, your investment is the same as mine. You want your children to have a safer tomorrow. And so if you live here, your interest in the conflict is survival, self-preservation, making it better. The hundreds of thousands of people that are on the streets with Palestinian flags across Europe, they're not on the street for Al-Fashir, which is Sudan, which is a far bloodier conflict, far bloodier. Same time frame, started in 2023. There's an actual famine there. There's an actual famine. There has been, like in Al-Fashir, more people died in 10 days in this one city than in 2 years of fighting, more civilians than in 2 years of fighting in Gaza. Despite Gaza being so densely populated. But there's no one on the streets for Sudan because it's a trend. Now, I'm not saying you're doing it. You didn't bring up Palestine. We're just having a conversation. I don't know if you're on the street with your Palestinian flag, but I speak to so many people. And all it's
No, I
ideological.
don't. In this 2 years, believe me,
Yeah.
in all these 2 years, I never go only one time. Not only one time with Palestinian flag.
Yeah.
I go, oh no, I I give a support for Palestinian about so I talking with people. So
Yeah.
talking with people. Yeah, but I'm correctly. I listen you, and I listen the other side. But the problem is you have the weapons, and Palestinians have no weapons.
But it's not an Israel-Palestine conflict. Every war we fought, including this one, has involved other nations. Hamas are basically, or were, a proxy of, they weren't born a proxy, but they became a proxy of Iran. Hezbollah, they're just an attack dog of Iran.
How many Israel soldiers die in these 2 years in the fight in
Around,
Gaza?
I believe around 1,000.
1,000?
Yeah. Far more of them have died than us. But that doesn't make something moral. More Germans died in World War II than Brits. It didn't mean that Britain was the immoral actor in World War II. The Nazi regime was the immoral actor. It was a genocidal, expansionist, imperialist regime. Britain was fighting against that. But Britain killed far more Germans than Germans killed Brits. And so my advice to the Muslim world, to the Ummah, is stop fighting the Jews. You will lose. We have an incredibly powerful military, and we will chase any invading army out of our territory. We will chase you back to your own nations. We will fly over Tehran and take out your entire leadership. So you can surround us with hundreds of thousands of missiles. You can surround us with dozens of your
Yeah,
military
but
proxies.
Turkey is not Gaza.
Yeah, Turkey is not Gaza, but if Turkey marches on Israel, Turkey will see the same fate as Gaza, and I don't want that. I don't want Turkey to involve itself
If
in
you
the
think,
conflict.
but if you think when we fighting, only Turkey is destroyed, Israel is not destroying.
So I think we were told Iran, we wouldn't last 10 days against Iran.
You're fighting in Iran, but with America's help you.
No, it's the other way round. It's the
All
other way
bunker.
round. It's the
Wait, all
okay.
of the money is coming from USA first. Number two, I see every 2 weeks or 3 weeks, Netanyahu, yeah, tell please America give me much more money.
Then you're not watching the news. It's the opposite. We don't want American aid. We don't want their military aid. American military aid cripples us. America stopped munitions coming to Israel at the height of the war and said we cannot go into Rafah. Eventually, we went in, and that's where we neutralized Yahya Sinwar, the leader of Hamas, after we'd evacuated the population. American aid to Israel is a way of America having major influence and control over the most powerful military in the region. We are not able to spend that aid on anything other than American weapons, and then we're contractually not allowed to develop our own. So we have amazing American weapons like an F-35, but we can build better, and we're unable to because contractually we have to spend the money that America gives us on American weapons, and then America can withhold those weapons and uses that as a means to control us. America is not in this region because it loves Jews. America is in this region for oil. They have bases in Qatar, not because they love Qataris, but it's a way the Qataris ask them to be there so Qatar can have stability, so they're not threatened by, say, Iran, and the oil can flow out. America's interest in the Middle East. Oh, we've lost them. Hopefully, come. America's interest in the Middle East is self-serving. I love America.
I'm not leave.
I love America. I love Americans, but I'm not delusional. I don't think that the 3 billion in aid comes to us because America loves us. It comes to us as a way of America asserting their foreign policy in this region. So, to bring it back to what you said, Netanyahu is on the record saying he does not want American aid, military aid. We don't want it. 3 billion is nothing. I have friends who have more money in the bank than 3 billion. We don't need it. We do not need American aid. We should trade with America. We should buy American arms, but not limit ourselves so that we can't develop our own or have such. And so, for instance, the Iranian war.
But if you win to Iran, if you want to win to Iran, you going with your soldiers to Iran.
No.
Not only from the air. You going with your soldiers.
So we can't do that.
And I promise you, you lost many soldiers in Iran.
So I'd agree with that, and that's why we wouldn't do that. It's thousands of miles away. Logistically, we're a small army, 300,000 soldiers. We're not an occupying force that will go and conquer nation after nation. We're not going to put troops on the ground like the Americans can or the NATO alliances can. That's not us. We know our limitations. We will eliminate threats, and we will work with nations where we have shared interests, or people like the Iranian people where we have a shared enemy. We will work with them, but we're not an army that's going to march into Iran, nor do we want to. We don't want boots on the ground in Iran. We want to see the regime fall.
But if you want to stop the rockets from Iran, the only way is ground with troops. But if you're coming with troops in Iran is
at the height of the conflict with Iran. I was taking my children to the beach and having fun. They killed at the height of the conflict, I think 15 people in the end. Very small number. 9 of them was in one hit. Tragically, civilians in a synagogue, not far from me, in a place called Bet Shemesh. And that's tragic, but it's tiny compared to the number of people that
But
they've
we
lost.
see, but we see, I see TikToks
It's
from,
it's
I
AI.
see,
It's all. I promise you, it's all AI. The damage you've seen on TikTok is not
no,
real.
this videos coming from Israeli army soldiers,
So of
from
what?
the army soldier, from IDF.
Of
This
what?
videos, I see videos, wait, I see videos, Israeli soldiers recording a video. You see this soldier, he speak and he said, I'm not saying this, he said this. Soldiers from the army say
Yeah.
this. Yeah. We see many soldiers in the bunkers. He said, I will not die, I will live.
This is not real. What language was he speaking?
Israeli soldiers, every night, if the coming the rockets from Iran, you go to the bunkers for your life, right?
So yeah, so just so
Yeah,
you're aware of what happens, I just want to bring that to
it,
life because I lived this. You're talking to someone who's lived through this. I'm still alive. I survived the Iranian onslaught. So let me just
no,
explain what happens.
but this video is coming not from me. This video is coming from the soldiers from Israel.
Yeah, so every Israeli in my comments, I haven't posted this, but when I post it, will be laughing at what's being said. Now, I'm going to bring it to life. What happens is we get usually 4 to 8 minute warning. When there's a launch detected from Iran, we get a warning saying there's a missile coming. It may be in your area. Then a minute and a half before it enters, or a minute before it becomes a real threat, you get a warning if there's a chance that the missile or the debris, when it's intercepted, could impact you. So if it's on its way to Tel Aviv and it passes over Jerusalem, I live near Jerusalem, and Tel Aviv is west of Jerusalem. So let me just explain, and I'll get a message and say I've got a minute and a half. So I take my kids, we go in the bomb shelter. If they're asleep, they're asleep. Otherwise, we joke, we laugh.
But wait a second. Why is the Israeli soldier in this bomb shelter? Why?
So I'm explaining that to you. All Israelis, if you are in the flight path of the missile, will go to a bomb shelter. I have a bomb shelter. My house, I walk down this corridor here. I have a bomb shelter in my house. So
But
what?
the bomb shelter is for civilian people, not for military
No,
people.
the military have bomb shelters too. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but I see Israeli soldiers in the bomb shelters for civilian. Why you take the place from civilian people? Go in your
No.
military bomb shelter.
Bro,
What,
sorry. Can I just
bro?
explain? This is so crazy what you're saying. Let me just explain
Bro,
what's happening.
wait a second. These
No,
videos
let me just
coming from
explain.
Israeli soldiers.
Yes. Like I pray in synagogue, yeah? Just 2 minutes
Yeah.
from my house, yeah?
Yeah.
I was in synagogue. There was a reservist, someone who's on Milawim. So they're a soldier, they've got a gun, they're in uniform,
Yeah.
and they were at home with their family for the Sabbath, for Shabbat. The siren sounds, we all go in the civilian bomb shelter. If he's at home, he goes in a civilian bomb shelter. If he has his own bomb shelter, he goes in his own bomb shelter. You don't change out of your uniform.
Then tell me, everyone can go to the civilian bomb shelter, right?
Everyone can go to a civilian bomb shelter. Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Soldiers too. Wait, soldiers too.
Yes, anybody.
Okay, wait a second.
Can I just explain why, just for your audience and for my audience? Just this is very important. If you've got a minute and a half to get to a bomb shelter, if you're a soldier that's walking down the street, they go to the exact same bomb shelter. You look, where's the closest bomb shelter?
He is a soldier. He is a soldier. He work. He is on work. He is a soldier.
Why can't he go to a bomb shelter? Sorry, this is mad. Why not?
He can, but if he go to the bomb shelter, and take a place for a civilian people, take the place. No, he don't take. He steal the place. Go and doing a video and said, I am in a bomb shelter. Maybe on the streets over to me, yeah, I see a mother with a baby have no place the bomb shelter because soldiers stealing.
Okay, bro. In Israel, it's building regulations that you need a bomb shelter in a building or an immediate vicinity.
How
Slow down, let me
many
just respond.
places have this bomb shelters? How many places for how
Thousands.
much
My
people?
house has a bomb shelter. My neighbor's house below me and above me both have bomb shelters. Over the road, every two houses shares a bomb shelter. If the community around the corner up the road, they've got one bomb shelter for about 10 houses. But they're everywhere. Every house,
Wait a
every
second.
street.
If you speak your language, but wait a second. This is if you the only listen. Only listen. Wait a second. Wait a second.
So send me the
Wait
video
a
link.
second.
Okay.
The reality of living here in Israel.
What I've seen so far, I haven't even got to the video. He's saying this is what it's like living in Israel. He's on the stairs, and the civilians, and he can go downstairs. He should be downstairs. Are in the secure place. The stairs are the less in a public bomb shelter. Miklat, that's the unsafe place. But let's keep watching.
But we see. But
So I'm just watching. Bear with me. Let me just finish.
Watching.
So now he's wandering into the area where the civilians are. They're down, and then the soldiers are at the top, which is they're in the least safe place. Yeah, what do you think is happening in that video? What you've shown is the opposite of what you've said. So downstairs in the bomb shelter, slow down. No, at the bottom of the bomb shelter, the bomb shelter's underneath ground, yeah? The door's open, so it's probably not actually a major threat because you close the door when there's a major threat. All the civilians are in the bomb shelter. On the stairs, which is the least secure place because you're not behind the metal door, slow down. You have the soldiers and some civilians who've chosen to be there. There's plenty of room in the bomb shelter. What are you talking about? And he's speaking English. You can understand what he's... No, wait there.
No.
You can understand what...
The message is this. The message is this. If anyone attacked Turkey, we Turkish soldiers going never in the bomb shelters for civilians. Never. It's shameless for us. Never.
So can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Question. Can I ask you a question? Just let me ask you a question, Mr. Turkish soldier. I have a genuine question. You're at home with your wife. You're in your military uniform. You're having dinner. The siren sounds. The bomb shelter's underneath your building, which is what's most likely the scenario here. Are you saying your wife and children would go down and you just stay at the kitchen table by yourself?
No, I go to fight.
Who are you fighting? A missile that's flown from thousands of miles away. Who are you fighting?
No, wait. This is not what I mean. Yeah, I know this, but this is not what I mean. For me, in my heart, I steal a place for a little kid or a little baby from other families.
Did that place look full? Did it look like there was no room for anybody in there?
A bomb shelter for civilians is only for civilians.
Soldiers live in houses. That's the bomb shelter for an apartment block.
But this bomb shelter is not only on the ground from houses. Many people stay outside from this bomb shelter.
How do you know that?
Coming not in. Why?
There's plenty of space in that bomb shelter. Why wouldn't they go in it? There's plenty of space.
If you think I go to the other bomb shelter.
What other bomb shelter? You don't know anything about this video. What's likely can I just explain because I live here. What's likely the case is this is a miklat, a bomb shelter for an apartment block. Because usually when you have a bomb shelter of that size, it's for multiple houses. I've got a little room in my house.
I tell you for shameless, don't go if you are a soldier.
So I'm asking you a question. Yeah, he's with his wife and his children. The Iranian missile's being fired. Are you saying he should stay in his living room and just sit where he was continuing and not go into the bomb shelter? Is that your argument?
No, every mother, every child, every baby go to the bomb shelters, but you are a soldier.
But why wouldn't you go to your own bomb shelter? It's his bomb shelter. It's for his building.
But this is...
He's not on duty. He's an off-duty.
Wait a second. For us, if you go to the bomb shelter with civilians, this is Israel, not Turkey. We
Okay,
go
fine.
never
Fine.
bomb shelter with civilians.
So
Never.
genuine question. You're at home with your family. Yeah, I mean, you
Yeah.
don't have bomb shelters, but if you had a bomb shelter for your building, you're saying the siren goes at 7 p.m., you're having dinner with your wife and your kids, they go down to the bomb shelter, and as a matter of principle,
Bro,
stop. Can I ask a question? As
bro.
we have, no, allow me to speak.
2015 is when Turkey is going attack. Every around the world have seen no anyone Turkish people is running. We fighting.
Okay, great. Every
We
Muslim says
fighting.
this to me. But, bro,
Your
my question, that's not my
military.
question.
No, wait. Your military. I know the Israel military. If you think your military can win every country in this world, you can never win Turkey. Never.
Well, bro,
Never.
if we do,
Never.
it's
The
going to be pretty
weapon.
easy to win Turkey because
Never.
you're not going to go in the bomb
Never.
shelters.
But if you,
You're going to be sitting on the street eating your
you
Turkish
can never
delight,
win Turkey. Never.
drinking your
Never.
Turkish coffee as the
You
missile
have
lands
no.
on your head.
You have your only power.
This is
Your
such a-
only power is you're fighting in Gaza with children. This is your power.
So Iran have fired a missile at a civilian neighborhood.
We
There is
see
an
Tel
off-duty
Aviv.
soldier.
We see Tel Aviv. The buildings is gone down. It's gone down.
So go
Its
on
explosion
any
is gone
satellite.
down.
Here's my
We see your
challenge. Here's
buildings.
my challenge. Here's my challenge. I will give you
My-
1,000. I will send you $1,000 right now if you show me satellite image
I
of
don't need
destroyed
money.
Tel
I
Aviv.
have
Of
money.
destroyed
I
Tel
don't
Aviv.
need money.
Of
I
course
don't
not.
need money. I have money. I don't
Okay,
need-
then
I don't need
for honor, show me one image. You just show me this video. Show me satellite imagery of any neighborhood in Tel Aviv that's destroyed.
If you will fight with a real military, come to Turkey.
Happily. But we
If
don't
you
invade
are
people.
a- if you-
We fight
if you
defensive
are a
wars.
man-
We fight defensive wars.
If you are a man, come to Turkey.
Spoken
if
like a
you
true
are a man.
German. Spoken like a true German.
But if when we see you taking again America, please help me, give me bombs, give me bomb
You haven't
clusters,
listened, bro.
give me tanks,
I'm gonna wish
give
you.
me on everything. We know this.
I'm,
If you want a fight with a real military, come to Turkey.
so
Come.
we've had a good conversation. I don't actually think you've listened. I take it back.
No, your soldiers is the place steal places in bomb shelters. This is your soldier. You soldiers fighting with children in Gaza, but your soldiers have screaming and scared. I will not die from Iran's missiles. Yeah, this. And if you have a power, I know your military. You have no power, but I know your
Ottoman.
military.
Oh, Ottoman.
If you have power, you can come to Turkey. Come.
Yeah, Ottomani.
We're waiting you. If you have power, but tell your president, don't speak every time to Turkey. If you have power, come. We're waiting you. If you have power.
Bro,
if you have no
if I was
power,
you, I wouldn't make that request. It will not end well for you.
Your president, Netanyahu.
I've literally just told you.
Your
I've spent
president-
the last hour telling you I want peace. You told me that you were a peaceful guy, and now you're challenging me to a fight.
Now that nine, your president don't want peace. Your president have the problem.
You don't want peace.
He is a criminal man.
You don't
This
want
is the
peace.
problem.
You don't want peace. And men like you get slapped, unfortunately. Men of war get slapped.
When anyone from Israel can slap me, and I don't slap him back, I kill myself. Me too.
You won't be able to slap back. That's the point.
Me,
I'm
look,
sure
if you can
Khamenei
slap
was
me-
similar. Nasrallah said similar. Sinwar said similar. Dev said similar. They all
Believe
say the
me-
same thing. You guys bark, but you have
This
no
is
bite.
your president, not we are. This is your president.
When has Israel ever threatened Turkey? You're asking us to fight you. We haven't threatened you. But if you ask for that fight, you will lose, like all of our other enemies
We
lost.
lose?
Of
We
course. You haven't won a war. The
How
last
many-
war you won was
Wait a
100 years
second.
ago.
Wait a second.
100
How
years
many
ago,
soldiers
oh
you have?
Ottoman.
Oh,
Ottoman.
wait a second. You lose 1,000 soldiers about little children's attacking with you with stones. With stones. You lose
There are 2
1,000
billion
soldiers.
Muslims in the world that want Israel gone. We are still here. We've crushed every army. We've
don't.
ground
Wait a
our
second.
opponents
No,
into
no, no,
dust.
no, no.
Into
You-
dust.
You have never seen a real military about for your nose. Come to Turkey. Tell your president, don't speak, shut up, you baby and little.
By the way,
kid
guys, this
murder.
is the anti-fascist. Remember the peaceful anti-fascist
Coming.
who's now inviting a
Coming.
fight.
Coming. We see the couple.
By the way, he hasn't mentioned
see
Germany
every
once.
Jews
This man,
criminal
it says
people.
Antifa Bremen. It should say Antifa Ataturk.
I am the commander from the Antifa Bremen. Yes, that's me. Have
But you're not.
have a military
But you're not. There's
power.
nothing German about you.
Antifa-
You've not even
wait a
mentioned
second.
Germany.
Antifa have military power from Turkey, from a Turkish soldier. Become military power from a Turkish soldier.
So after we finish with Turkey, we have to go back to Germany and fight Antifa.
If you are a man, but please don't.
If you
don't
are a
tell me-
man, you will, bro.
If you
stop
are
with
a man, for your nose standing not a little child with a stone. For your nose stay a real Turkish soldier, and you can believe
those
me.
those
This year-
Iranian children, those
can
Hezbollah
believe me.
children.
Wait, you can believe me. And this year, and this Turkish power, you can believe me. Yeah, it's coming back. It's coming back and broke your nose. Believe me. If you can
Okay.
slap me,
We
if
can,
you are a
we
man,
can end there. We can end there, my
you are
Antifa
nothing.
friend.
You are nothing. Israel soldiers
right.
are nothing.
We're
Don't
nothing.
tell me,
We're nothing.
please.
That's
Don't
why we're
tell me,
still here,
please.
because we're nothing. I have one
You are
departing question. What percentage of the 2 billion Muslims on this planet do you think want to see Israel gone? What percentage?
Turkey.
No, I'm asking you. Answer my question. I've answered everything. What percentage of the Muslims? Just take a guess. 90%, 95%, 99%? What percentage of Muslims would like to see Israel gone?
Arabic people have not this. Is not this. This is why you know from Arabic people, no Arabic country helped Gaza. We know this. No one helped Gaza. We know this. But if you want
the real fight, come to Turkey. Come and have a go if you think you're hard enough.
come. If you want, come.
Bro,
Come.
we're not saying
But
I
please,
don't watch this.
don't speak
Commandant,
so. Don't
Commandant,
speak so.
listen. Commandant, listen.
Don't speak
I don't
this.
want to see Istanbul destroyed. You want to see my country destroyed. If you want to destroy it, come and have a go.
Can you destroy Istanbul?
Of course, but we don't want to.
Can I destroy Tel Aviv?
No.
Of course. 100% I destroy Tel Aviv.
Of course, yeah, of
If
course.
you-
They're all
if
all
you-
these dogs bark, but they don't bite. You want to destroy Tel Aviv, but you can't.
This is you.
I don't want to destroy Istanbul.
Israel soldiers, steal places from bunkers, from bomb shelters. Please, you are fighting only with little babies in hospital. You're fighting 2 years, and lose 1,000 soldiers. You lose 200 tanks. You lose so many.
We've
many money.
territory.
Yeah,
All of our
and you-
enemies are dead.
No, but your people
Our
dying
enemies
too.
are dead, and we have more territory. How have we lost?
We see the report. We see moment. Wait a second.
No, we're done,
is-
bro. We're done. Have
The
a good
problem
life.
is
Have a good life. I've
Gaza
got my
has
video.
no weapon. Gaza has no weapon. You're
Yeah.
fighting with little babies.
Okay,
Gaza
go
has
drink your
no
coffee.
weapon.
Go drink your coffee.
But we have weapons.
We're real men in
we have
Turkey. Yeah, you have weapons. Yeah, you have weapons. You're so strong. That's why you haven't won a war in 100
We
years.
have weapons.
You haven't
we
won a
have
war in
weapons.
over 100 years.
Don't run.
You're fighting goat
Don't
herders in
run.
Kurdistan and Syria.
Bro, don't run every time to America.
What
Don't run.
war has Turkey won in the last
Don't
100 years? You haven't won a war since the
That's
Ottoman
quick.
times.
Last week,
You're fighting
last
goat
week,
herders. Goat
last
herders in
week,
Syria.
Syria, we're protecting Syria. Can
Of
you
course
attack
you are.
Syria?
Al-Shabaab, such a protection. Oh, Jabhat al-Nusra, here's some weapons. Here's some weapons, terrorists.
If you,
You call yourself
if
Antifa and you're defending Jabhat al-Nusra.
I never defending any Israeli, never.
Jabhat al-Nusra, you don't even know Syrian
Never.
politics. Jabhat al-Nusra, a Muslim.
Look, don't fight with little babies coming.
Yeah.
Don't fight with soldiers.
Okay, you look really tough. You look really tough. We're scared. We're scared.
I
You win,
know.
bro.
I know.
Don't hurt us.
I know. I
Don't
know.
hurt us.
I know. Don't fight with little babies. Don't fight with little babies or with little kids. And please, if I see your soldiers, doing recording a video, stealing food,
Bomb shelter.
stealing
Everything.
anything,
Just stealing.
Isso, your soldiers recording.
Your prophet
video.
literally went
Your
on raids
soldiers.
to steal things. Your prophet was a raider.
Nothing. This is nothing.
Of course, yeah.
This is
well done,
nothing.
bro. We're terrified of Turkey. Oh, Ottoman,
Why?
oh, Ottoman, don't hurt me.
You have not a chance to Turkey.
Of course.
Ever we know-
What can you name? What name? I can name you multiple wars we've won. We won this year's war. We won Lebanon
on your
war. We won
airport.
48 war. We won
Look-
67 war. What war has Turkey won? Name a war you've won. One war. One.
I say
Name
Ottoman
one
Empire
war.
for 600 years.
Exactly over 100 years ago.
For 600 years ago. 600
Perfect.
years.
There you go.
Number two, don't forget the Jewish people. We opened the door and saving.
There we go. What?
And
It's so
saving.
tough. The last war they won was over 100 years ago, bro. We're terrified.
We broke the neck from ISIS.
You
We
can't
destroy
even
ISIS.
defeat the PKK.
We defeat PKK and we defeat
There's
ISIS.
still the PKK still exist. And the Kurds
wait a
crushed
second.
the Kurds crushed ISIS. You didn't.
But
You gave
wait a
ISIS
second.
arms. You
Wait a
armed
second.
ISIS.
Gaza, you are a shameless army on the world. Gaza is so little small. Wait a second. Gaza is so
We've done this
little
already.
small.
We've done this already. I've shown you how
Look,
we've done more than
this
any
is
other
your
military to
problem.
preserve.
Gaza
While
is
you were
so
giving
little
ISIS
small.
weapons, we were saving Gazan children.
So
Difference
you are
between me and
nothing.
you.
You are nothing.
Okay. And we're done with him.